The world of hardwood flooring has some strange but insanely useful tools that save us a ton of time and money. You can't buy these tools at Home Depot, and a few of them will require you to venture onto outdated and obscure websites that look like they're trying to steal your credit card data. The wood floor scraper. Now, no matter what your floor looks like, you're going to need this for the corners. That's how we get it in all the detail work. And to use this, you're going to sharpen it with a file, like so. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it nice and sharp, you can get all the areas where your edger or other type of sander can't get. When it comes to wood floor scrapers, you don't need anything fancy. You have a few different options, but my personal favorite is this 1-inch wooden scraper. And if you'd like to pick this up or any of the other tools, just follow the link below. The next tool we're talking about is the flooring jack, named after our resident. This is used for closing the gaps along the edges. Now, normally you might see something like this at Home Depot. It gets the boards tight enough, but if you're dealing with something that's not perfectly straight, you're going to want something like this. This wedges in between the floor you're installing and a stud, and it creates enough pressure to close any gap that you run into. Pressure and enough pleasure. It creates pleasure. Yeah, great. Now, this is one of the more common tools. You can find it on Amazon for about $30. Next, we're talking about this beast. Good girl. Number 3 on our list is the toe kick edger. What does this funky thing do? Well, it sands underneath the cabinets. So this is very similar to your regular edger, but it has an extended end here so that you can get into tight spaces. For reference, here's a regular edger. And then there's even more. We have the little baby edger. And this is what we use for doing stairs and risers. Well, each one of these is about $2,500. So unless you're a professional sanding company, you're not going to have one. But you can rent them at Home Depot if you're doing your own floor. So there is some good news. For us, the toe kick edger is an absolute must. We would spend hours using a palm sander under the cabinet sanding if we didn't have this. Now we're getting into the dangerous stuff. This is an undercut saw. And what it's for is for undercutting fireplaces, door jambs, and areas where there is baseboard already installed. So right now on it, we have a masonry blade because we undercut a fireplace. If we didn't have this, we could use an angle grinder, but the cut might not be as clean. So why is this dangerous? When you're using this saw, you're kneeling on the floor, which means if the blade binds up, it's likely to go into your femoral artery, which is no big deal. It's just the majority of your blood goes to your legs that way. You'll bleed out and die in minutes. It's fine. So now for the last one, we have the most dangerous, the killer of every other floor guy and his brother, the toe kick saw. This guy's weird, right? What is this used for? Well, when you have old flooring underneath a cabinet and you need to cut just along the toe kick, this is when you would use this. What's dangerous about this saw is that it's hard to keep straight. And when you're using it, your face is kind of close to it. You have to see what you're doing. And if it gets bound up, it goes back in your pretty little face, which I know your face is beautiful, so we don't want to see that happen. If you have any interesting or dangerous tools you use in your job, let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, you'll probably like this one. And thanks for watching.